The purpose of this interview is to gain insight from the opposite gender on gender roles in the United States. My interviewee is a Caucasian male, 19 years old, who attends college at ASU, who was born and raised in the United States. First question is, do you believe that there are any gender roles that people should be taught to follow?
Well, I think that men should be taught to respect women. For example, I think you should like hold the door open for women or open the door when getting into a car for them and just like small things like that.
What about for women?
Uh, I think they should be taught to respect themselves and they should also respect men as well.
Okay. Do you think that the way that a person is raised can affect their gender identity?
I think it goes both ways, both yes and no, because I've personally known people who have, with different upbringings, like both like good and bad, I guess you can say that they've they've remained true to like who they are and they stuck to their values and they didn't let their upbringing change who they were. But at the same time, I've known a lot of people who were just like their a certain belief was pounded into them as a child, and so growing up, they're kind of scared to be something different than what was expected.
Okay.
So I think it just really depends on how much a person believes in their values and how much they care about like what outside opinions say about them.
Okay. Do you think that there are any jobs which only men or women can or should do?
No, I think if men and women can produce at the same rate and be like equally efficient at a job, then there's no reason why either man or woman should or shouldn't be able to do that job.
Okay. Would you rather work for a male or a female boss?
I think personally I'd rather work for a female boss.
Why is that?
Well, I feel like women are more understanding and like compassionate when it comes to work and just like everyday life, I guess.
So you think women make better bosses then?
I think it's safe to say that. Um, and my
And have you had any direct experience with this?
yeah, when I was in high school, I was in the ROTC program, and one of my squad leaders was originally a male, but I guess you could say he failed to get the job done. So then they replaced him with a female squad leader, and the squad responded better to her, and we fell in line better. So I think when it's like sometimes when a guy is giving orders to other guys, sometimes they're kind of like too commanding, and sometimes men let their pride get in the way and they're unwilling to take orders from another guy. But I guess if it's a girl giving orders, you feel more safe to abide by those orders.
Okay. In what aspects of life is it easier being a girl or a woman, and in what aspects is it easier being a boy or a man?
Well, I definitely think it's easier to be a guy in like manual labor jobs or jobs that require a lot of physical work. And then like in today's society, I don't although I don't agree with it, I don't think like it's better to be a girl.
If you had children, how should boys and girls be treated differently?
I don't think I would raise my children any differently. Like if if they wanted to do sports, I'd let them try whatever sports they wanted to try. If they wanted to like if the guy wanted to do what people would consider girly things, I would support him, and then vice versa. And I think as long as you raise your children and like with love and support whatever they want to do, then that's what's most important.
Okay. At which sports are men considered better than women?
Well, I think sports like football and I guess just in sports where that require a lot of physicality in general, I guess men tend to be better just because on average they're more physically built and like generally stronger than women.
Okay. At which sports are women considered better than men?
I think sports like the gymnastics, women could be considered better, or sports that require a lot of like finesse. I would say women are better than men at.
Last question. Why are there fewer opportunities for women than men in professional sports?
Well, I think in today's world, the the general public enjoys watching male sports more than they do female sports. But at the same time, I know there's been like a lot of attempts to like integrate women into sports more. Like there's been a lot of female reporters lately, and like the Cardinals hired a female assistant coach a few seasons ago. So I think the opportunity for women will increase, but I just think as of right now, people are more into watching male sports or men play a sport rather than the girls play.
Okay. That's all the questions I have for you. Thank you.